Today, the green flag flies on the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series. It's the Air Force National from Minnesota's Canterbury Park. Will first-year pro Tim Tremblay continue his winning ways? What about the Pro Open points leader Ross Martin? Or will Tucker Hibbert get the T-Train back on track? We'll have the latest news as the battle to be number one tightens up. How do the pros trick out their sleds? We'll check in with the best in the business for a peek under the hood and beyond. Host Misha Johnson shares the comeback story of Mike Schultz. Mike lost his leg in a racing accident a year ago, but Mike designed his own prosthetic leg and tests it out on the track today. It's showtime on the Monster Energy Slednex Invasion Tour as Paul Thacker and the crew flip, flop, and fly freestyle. Hang on, the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series is next.
Greetings everyone and welcome to round 4 of the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series and the Air Force Nationals. I'm your host Misha Johnson and we are here at Canterbury Park in beautiful Minneapolis. Now this is the point in the season when we really start to see our riders emerge from the pack. So let's hear from them about how their hard work is paying off so far.
This race course seems a lot longer. I mean, it is a lot longer than anything we've raced all year, and I think that's going to be an advantage for me. I do better on longer tracks. I'm really excited about Canterbury this weekend. I mean, it's a fun track, and I've done well here in the past, but I've also done poorly. So you never know what's going to happen. So it's going to be exciting. I know that.
There's a great crowd. It's always tons of people out here. Track's real big, fast.
I got my first win here last year on semi-pro. And I like when the track looks like more like dirt bike and they're really wide and big stuff and whoop sections. So I think it should be my track this weekend again.
All right, thanks you guys. Well, that's it from the riders. Now let's go to our announcers in the broadcast booth to find out who has an advantage here at Canterbury Park and a little bit more about the track. Guys?
Thanks, Misha. Mike Schroeder along with former pro racer Paul Mack as we get ready to answer some big questions on the track. First off, will Tucker Hibbert return to his winning ways? You know, Tucker lost his first race in 2 years in the last go-around at the Western Nationals in Sandy, Utah. 51 races, 51 wins, before Tim Tremblay knocked Tucker off the top of the box. Is it a slight bobble or a changing of the snowcross guard?
Tucker may have had just a bad day at the office. Today we'll see if Tim Tremblay on Team Warner Skidoo can continue his winning ways. He looked so solid last race. Can he do it again this race? Time will tell. You also need to keep an eye on number 837, Ross Martin. He's on the Air National Guard Polaris, and don't count out the first-year driver, Corey Davis.
MacMan, the track's also going to be a big story today. Canterbury Park is normally a horse racing facility. It's a big, wide track with a traditional tabletop and nifty twists on the backside that will test these drivers. Another big test will come from Mother Nature. It's windy, it's rainy. We've been seeing more umbrellas than snow shovels. For an update on the weather, my partner Paul Mack is standing by trackside.
What's it like out here at Canterbury? Well, check it out. We are in the rain. We're raining here in January at Canterbury, and it really creates a whole new twist. I call it adding a little flavor to the soup here that we've got going here. You're gonna have wet gloves. You're gonna have wet handlebars. The base here, check it out. I mean, I can walk across this, whereas normally I'd be sinking somewhere between my ankles and my knees out here. This is so tacky, this track, not just me, the track is so tacky, it's incredible the traction you're gonna get.
I think the main key element is going to be getting out front quick. The roost is going to stick to your goggles and pack in your helmet, and you just got to get out front right away, and so you don't have that. It's bad enough just dealing with the rain alone. So I think the key will be the whole shot.
Well, Paul, we're getting ready. Round 1, Heat 1 of the Caterpillar, brought to you of the Pro Stock Qualifying.
Boy, this is going to tell us something here. Now, we're wondering, what's the track like? How tacky is it? It's been raining and raining. I think we're going to see some stellar hole shots here. Hard to pick who. I mean, you got Tremblay out there. Let's look at, you got Lavallee out there, Ebert out there, Garthkopf, and who knows?
Ebert on the inside, and look at that. Danny Ebert right from the get-go out in front.
Big hole shot there. We look at Johnsted's right there. We got Kaufman there. We got a lot coming up in turn 1.
We've seen Tremblay back in the middle, a close-up before the start. He slots back. probably in about 6th spot.
I have him back at 6. He's got, oh, there's a little contact with Johnstead. That looks like Garth Kaufman.
He took and looked over his shoulder. Is there going to be a payback there?
Yeah, you know, what goes around comes around. He'll try to hide it, I'm sure, but we'll see if we catch it.
Well, this track very demanding as they go down into that big plunge. You see Danny Ebert comfortably out in front as he continues to make laps. Levi Lavallee slotting there in second. Levi looks like he's got a pretty decent run going on his Polaris.
You know, he certainly does. Check it out. He was way back there. He's reeling him in right now. He's slowly closing on Danny. Danny's got a comfortable lead, but it's never comfortable when you got Levi Lavallee chasing you down.
Well, right from the get-go, it's Danny Ebert out of Lakeshore, Minnesota on the Artie Cat out in front. Lavallee trying to reel him in, and Tremblay back in that pack continues to make his way through.
Now I got Tremblay coming back up. He's actually making more ground on Levi than Levi is putting on Ebert there. Check it out. Tremblay's right there.
Well, we still got Danny Ebert as we watch him to continue to go around this racetrack as he squares away through that 6th corner and will come around to complete another lap. You see the pit boards out there telling him where he's at. And look at Lavallee. Lavallee making up more ground as he now works back into those corners around the outside this time.
Check it out. Levi's going high and outside to keep that momentum. He makes the first double here, then he can set up for a bigger triple.
Ooh, big jump right here. Let's see if Levi can make the move. Down into the corner they come, Paul.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, that was close. He was 3 inches from putting the ski where it didn't belong, and they would have both been upside down.
Look at the replay right here. Levi trying to take the inside line, just a tad bit of contact, and that allows Tremblay to make up some more ground. Now Levi a little upset with the tough blocks there, cleaning up the track as we call it. Now look at Levi as now he's got his hands full as the individual out of Quebec, Canada, Tim Tremblay, starting to make a charge for second.
Boy,
oh!
Check it out. Levi just put the training wheels down. Boy, full flaps down. We're coming in for landing. Tremblay's right there.
And Tremblay gets around. Let's take a look at the replay. Levi just about offloading, able to keep it upright, but yet it gives Tremblay the opportunity to work his way around.
Just that small little bobble we keep talking about. Look what it does. Takes away your momentum, and Tremblay goes right on by.
Well, Danny Ebert works his way around. That checkered flag waves, and Danny Ebert will take the win. Tremblay coming across in second. Levi comes across in third. Those are your winners. Let's join Misha Johnson with today's Pit Pass.
All right, everyone, here we are in Tim Tremblay's trailer with his mechanic, Kyle Yachman. So we're standing in front of the big machine that dominated in Utah. Talk a little bit about how Tim is as a rider on his sled. Is he nice to it? Does he beat on it? What's going on out there?
Tim's usually pretty good as far as the machine holding up. He's pretty particular about handlebars being tight, the way the throttle's positioned. Sometimes when they're out there banging bars, some of that stuff gets moved around. So we'll do some quick adjustments on that. And he's also really good on feeling how the suspension's working and the clutches as well.
So can you share some secrets about this sled?
We can show you one quick thing here. Belt deflection is really important on the National Snowcross Series. We normally run a pretty tight belt compared to a consumer sled on the trail. And that's something Tim can notice pretty good. It's amazing how the riders can feel that stuff.
When the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series returns, the exotic mod sleds are rumbling in the Pro Open class. Freestyle superstar Paul Thacker gets grounded and shares new ways to get around. And we'll meet another member of the Monster Energy Slednex Invasion Tour. A scary moment. TJ Gula got off his sled and went down hard at the Duluth National. The good news, TJ is mending, and Misha Johnson has an update. And we'll meet some of the racers of the future as we zoom in on semi-pro racer Logan Christian. He's a high school senior who also hits the right notes off the track. The AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series is brought to you by AMSOIL, Parts Unlimited, Skidoo, and by Caterpillar.